What's up? I think I'm live, but I'm not sure. Because I'm here in whoa. Do you see what is this? Oh, you see my text editor. That's so weird. Anyway, um yes. Let me see. Let me open the YouTubes on my phone. If there's a comment section, I probably will ignore you. But anyway, hi everyone. I'm here to build today an application to help me in my day-to-day life. First, I want to make sure I'm live. So where am I? Am I even live? I don't see myself being live. Um, how would I see this? If I go on YouTube, youtube.com, and we check Tejas. Oh, cool, I am live. Nice. There's one watching. Okay, so I'm going to open the comment section here on my phone. An application um, to help me in my day-to-day life. Anyway, so what I want to build here, let me show you. I want to build, this is my conference schedule. I speak at a lot of conferences, and there's the name, the date, the location, etc. What I want to do is I want to build an app that puts this in a nicer format that's not necessarily a Notion page and allows me to just understand when I'm going to be at some place, where I'm going to be someplace, but also, give friends the opportunity to say, hey, I'm going to that too. I want to meet you. And maybe an opportunity that also gives an opportunity to conferences to say, hey, actually, we own this conference, and then get an assay of everyone who's going and help form connections and things like that. Really, I put out a video on something called Keel earlier this week, and I just kind of want to play with that. And I also want to play with Next.js app directory and things like that. So that's my excuse. I just want to build a fun project. We have an hour or so, or however long until I run out of battery. I have no internet, so I'm off of my phone's 5G connection, and I've got 40%. So we'll see whichever happens first. But anyway, let's start building. So what I want is I want to be able to log in and see my conference schedule first. This is my app right now. It just says hi lol. So we have a lot of stuff to do. I want to start by building the backend side of the world, and then wire things up on the front end. The front end will probably be ugly, whatever, it's fine, and then we'll go from there. I really wish I could see the comment section, but I can't. It kind of bothers me. Um, so if it's okay with everybody, I will figure that out and come back. So let me just go to youtube.com. I don't know why it's showing you my editor, honestly. Um, this is the browser, and now it's this, but it goes back to the edit, whatever. I'm just gonna go quickly open YouTube and see if I can see the comment section. Don't mind me. I'm just playing. Okay, so Shedrak's here, Emir's here, Anuj here. Great, I can see the comment section. Thank you for joining. Appreciate all of you. If you have any questions, drop them. So anyway, let's get started. So what I want to do is design the backend infrastructure. So what I want to do is I'll make an actually I have a schema.keel, and I have some type of schema. I just need to make sure this is right. Okay. So to do that, let's get started. So here, what do I want to do? Well, I have a conference, and a conference has a name, photo URL that's optional, a description that should also be optional, but let's keep it optional. A start date, an end date, that's optional, sure. City, country, URL. I think that's analogous to my little Notion page here. So let's see. So events, date, location, topic. Oh, topic. Nice. That's the topic of my talk, not necessarily the topic of the conference. I think we can leave that off. So with that, let's get into actually building. While I, that's so interesting. It doesn't, okay. It, that's so weird. Let me see if I can fix this. It's not really showing you there we go. Okay, now it should be showing you the right thing. You should be seeing my schema. Thank you for flagging that in the comments. Um, okay, this is my setup, by the way. Check it out. Isn't that nuts? Anyway, let's get back into it. So, what are we gonna build? I want to build this. So I have this is my schema. I can get things if I'm authenticated. This looks good. Um, let's get rid of all of this other stuff. We can maybe model it as we go, but let's start with the basic unit of work being conferences, and maybe a model for user, because I'm assuming I'm a user, right? And what do I need? I need a name. Oh, sorry, fields. Fields. Okay, I don't necessarily, wow. I don't need all of this. What I do need is a name, maybe a photo URL, and we can leave it there, and we'll tie this to an identity. So identity record is identity. And identity is an underlying Keel thing. This looks good. So what I want to do is when I actually create a user, then I want to associate it with an identity. So we'll do this. We'll do operations, create, create user with, and we'll say name, and then we'll set a user. Oh, this is a function, right? User dot identity record. Exactly. We'll do this. But we can only do this if ctx dot identity is defined. Otherwise, it's going to be null. So our flow in the front end would be we create an identity and then we associate it when we create a user. But then how do we create an identity? And this is where we probably need to dive in the docs. Let me just quickly check any comments? No? Good. I'm just going to say hi to everybody. Hi, everybody. So let's go check Keel documentation for identity. How do we create these? Okay, we have an identity field where this is fine, but how do we create it via the API? So let's go to APIs maybe. Is there something for identities here? Oh, there's an authenticate endpoint. Awesome. If a user identity exists, they will receive an email containing a link to the URL. Perfect. I feel like there's an authenticate endpoint somewhere that I just don't get. Wow, I just started and I'm already stuck. Hey, if Keel folks are watching, would you mind helping me out with this? What I need is some way to create an identity. Maybe we can search the docs. Create identity. Creating a new identity. Perfect. By default, the authenticate endpoint tries to validate the provided credentials against existing identities. To create a new identity, you need to pass the create if not exists flag. Email password. Okay, fair. We can do this. Cool. We just call this, and then we're good. And then we associate. Okay, so this is fine. So let's start by doing that. Let's create some front end. So what we'll do is we'll say app, and then we'll make a new directory. We'll call it. Let's maybe give you some room here. App. We'll say sign up. Actually, we can use auth.js, right? We can't. There's no adapter yet. Sign up page.tsx. Okay. We'll export default function sign up page. Return. Each one sign up. We'll wrap the whole thing in a div. Okay. And now what do we need? We need a form. Action is slash API slash sign up. Okay, we'll just let's be a bit analog for now. We have email. Is it email? It's email. So we have email. We don't need this HTML4. We'll just add the input directly inside. Okay. And this is probably required. And we'll do the same for password. Type is password. Name is password. It's also required. And then we use this to submit let's add a button. Sign up. And this will submit a request to our backend, which submits a request to our Keel backend to authenticate. Perfect. Let's actually just deploy this so that our Keel backend is ready. So we'll go here. I'll commit the Keel schema, commit schema, and I will git push this. So what is this app called? Badge, git push. Nice. Let me just make sure there's a Keel app here. So I'll go to .xyz. I don't think this app exists. Maybe it does. Let's see. No project. Badge. Perfect. It does exist. So it should be building. Nice. This is good. I'm having fun. You having fun? I've dropped 423 frames because this is 5G. Fantastic. All right, it's done. Let's just quickly check the API Explorer. We don't, what? Unknown API name. Okay. Maybe it's time for a hard reload. Ah, right. I haven't exposed my APIs. Dang it. I was told by Tom I wouldn't have to do that, but whatever. Let's do API web and we'll expose the models. We'll expose user, expose conference. Come on. This one. Expose API. Cool. How's everyone's Friday going? Good? Let me know in the comments what you're up to this Friday, besides watching me fumble around and build something for myself. Meantime, let's take a look. Any comments? People say, did I use create next app? I didn't use create next app. I just kind of did it myself. Did someone say authenticate? This guy is really funny. Docs under the API docs you found. Oh, John's here from Keel. Awesome. Look how meta this is. I'm literally reading my own comments on YouTube here. Anyway, thinking of going to sleep soon. Dev, please don't go to sleep. I need you. Just joking. Awesome. Anuj, I'm glad it's helpful. All right, let's go back. I think my thing's done. Is it done? Expose API. Look at that. Cool. So now I should have, awesome. I have a web API. I have authentication. Oof. Perfect. To get a token, use the authenticate endpoint. That's so good. Let's take a look. Wow. So write/authenticate. So this is the URL right here for my staging environment. So what I'm going to do is when you visit the sign up page, I will create an identity and then I will associate the identity with the user. Authenticate. This is the GraphQL API, etc. Well, look, I can just run it like this. Okay, so this looks good. Yeah, cool. I'm a bit scared to do this, but whatever, let's try. So we have this now. So let's go back to my Next.js app. Let's get these side by side just so I can see what I'm doing. And we go back to our sign up page. And this needs to be a client component. Welcome to the fun world of React Server components. So we'll just shoot this out. Oops, cancel. We'll make a new component called sign up form. Sign up form. Sure. And we'll export const sign up form. But wait, it's a client component. Oof, okay, fantastic. And what we'll do is we'll return this. We need some state, form data, use for set form data is use state. We need some types, so type form data is perfect. Form data. Okay, perfect. So now we just map things. So name, value probably. Value is form data. On change is e. Set form data to form data, and email is e.target.value. But here it's not email, it's password. Okay, what is your problem? Value is just form data. Cool. I should maybe use server actions for this. I have no idea how to use server actions. Should I learn in public with server actions? Dev, I see you trying to do the David K thing. Whoa. So should I use server action? No, why not? Let's do it. Next.js server actions. Let's see what we got here. So, oh my gosh. So it's an async function with a use server. Whoa. But I can't have use state, right? I can't have use state in this because it's supposed to be a server component. So, and it's not serializable. So yeah, this looks complicated. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm gonna get canceled for this, but I would just rather use a use effect. Yuck. He said it. He said use effect. I'm sorry, okay, but I'm more interested at this point in actually just getting my app running. So it's going to be use effect. Const create user, create identity, put it that way. Identity. We need but we can't do this on the client side. It's a big no-no. So we need to do this on the server side using API routes. So app API create user ts. Is it this the same? I really hope so. Next API handler. Boom. So much has changed in Next.js. I hope this is correct. So what do we want to do here? We want to fetch our Keel endpoint. This thing. So we want to const new, why are you hanging? New user is await fetch, boom. Method post, I'm assuming. Headers, content type is application JSON. Body is JSON stringify, boom. And we use JSON stringify the payload, so const, cool. We'll just say email password. I think that's it, right? Email password is a key, or sure. The key's called email. Who named it email password and not credentials? John, are you still around? It's wild. Anyway, I had a bad time trying to use server actions. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Why do I need state exactly, Dev? I need state because the input is stateful. What's up, Brandon? Server actions not ready yet. All right, cool. Please correct me if I'm going wrong anywhere. So anyway, it's called email password and not credentials. I don't approve of this. Fix it. Anyway, create if not exists true. This is useful. So we'll, boom. It didn't format on save. I did something wrong. Or I just have format on save off. That's on. That's fine. Format document. Does it? Okay, it does format on save. Cool. So this looks good. We create the new user. And from here, we'd probably also create like a user instead of an identity, right? So we'll say this is the new identity. What does it return? You have request inputs, but not request outputs. MashaAllah, that's fantastic. But maybe there's the OpenAPI JSON document that I can refer to. Authenticate response. Look at that. I get back an object with identity created true and a token, which is a string type. So that's really what I want. I want the identity created true piece and the token. So we'll deal with the token second, but for now, I just want to know if the identity is created. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, so const identity created token equals await. No, equals new identity. .json. Wow, awesome. Cool. And then we'll just console.log these two things just to make sure they work. Res.end with no response. This looks good. Sign up form, dude. Save. Okay. Does it work? Let's go check. All of this just for signing up. Isn't that awesome? Come on, server component. There we go. What a beautiful page. Hakuna Matata. Ain't no fancy. Okay, so it's my email and password, so it's called email password. Wow. In the future, okay. Web standards. Next.js appDir. I'm using Next.js as API client. We use client everywhere. What am I doing wrong? There's nothing wrong with use client everywhere, man. It's just explicit now. By the way, if you have the latest Keel CLI, you can generate a typed client using, that's good to know. I'll maybe, you know what? Let me try that. Keel client. Let's do this and see what happens. It's so cool having the team here. Let's do it. So just like that. Awesome. I have a Keel client.ts. Let's take a look at what I got. Where? Am I blind? Ah. Oh, my bad. This is why we don't blind copy paste, folks. Just gonna RM RF path. Okay, cool. So what's in my client? Let's take a look. Wow, it's a lot of stuff. So I have to do a new core client. Let's play with this instead of doing normal fetch. Let's just go back to the drawing board and undo all the things I did. How about that? So say const client is new Keel client or core client. Okay. What do you need? Endpoint. Are you type safe? You're not type safe? Really? What, do I just do this then? Is this valid? Oh, come on. You almost had me. You almost had me. I don't even, okay, is there docs? Wow, look at this. You could do this is helpful, right? And then see this? Amazing. Um, Dang it. I don't know what endpoint is supposed to be. Let's check the docs. I'm sure there's docs for the client. Docs for the client, generated client. Okay, so here, using the client endpoint. Oh, it's the root. It's the API base. It's not the specific endpoint I want to hit. Once again, naming things is hard. So I'm assuming it's this. But what's the boundary? Let's slash web. Okay, so it is definitely slash web. Does it have a trailing slash? Does it not? It doesn't have a trailing slash. Or it does, doesn't it? It does have a trailing slash. Okay. I will do that. Not a problem. Boom. Look at that. Fantastic. What else can I do? Headers. I don't, this should be fine. So now instead of using my fetch, let's just see what the client can do. Await client dot request. Are you type safe? An argument for body was not provided. Okay. Are you type safe? It's any. Yeah, at this point, I'm going to trust my manual thing instead of the client. Sorry, John. That's just, I should not have to do this much manual. Okay, I want API client, not core client. Gosh, okay, let's try. Is there, oh, cool, there is. So new API client. I guess I still need the endpoint. Sure. Okay. Client. Ooh, come on. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. Is it, what do you, authenticate input, what are you expecting? What are you expecting? My creative, no, okay, okay. So we're expecting email password, and then we're going like, this is an object, and then we go, creative not exist, and that's true. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's so amazing. And then we'll just, wow. Okay, I must admit, this is awesome. Just maybe we should rename this to be base URL or something. But anyway, you know what? Fine, it's working. It's terse. I'm into it. I'm into it. Perfect. Okay, so now we authenticate and we get the new ID. Let's go take a look and see what happens. So let's go here, and we'll. I don't know this password. We'll say it's cheese. Okay. I'm going to probably see in the console things happening, so I want to be ready for it. Sign up. Come on. Nothing happened. Oh, right, I didn't do the on submit thingy. Silly me, my mistake. Okay, so const on submit. It's an async. Say await fetch slash API slash create user. Once again, method is post. Headers is thank you Copilot. Gosh, that's awesome. Okay, dot then console log. Why not? And we'll say on submit. Submit is this. Should maybe form event. We'll e.prevent default as well. Yuck. I know I should be using the platform. Stop judging me, okay? This is just, look, this didn't exist before, okay? So we're good. Let's do this again. Password is Simba. Come on, show me. Are you for real? Do I need to like hard refresh? Jeez. What? But I did I don't get it. What? Why is this form like actually submitting? Type submit. Should be implicitly submit by default. That's so odd. I don't. Does anyone have any ideas what's going on? Shedrack Akintayo is talking about my accent. Listen, man. Um. Anyway, I do understand what you mean. But why is my form not? Why is default happening? I clearly have on submit, prevent default. Are you even being called? Are you real? Save, and we will try this. Aha! Something be still up in here. Something be very, very stale. Why though? I saved you. Sign up for. Look at this. It's saved, but nothing's happening. Gosh, what is going on? Sign up. Wow. I feel like I'm out of touch. Has anyone experienced this? Am I out of touch with reality? What's going on here? Um, gosh, maybe I'll give it a different key here in page. Key, salam. Whoa, okay. Too much keyboard mashing. It still doesn't. What if I just delete this whole file? Let's just go nothing. We'll just do H1. Hi, save. Are you? Ah, now you change. Okay. Test. What? I don't get it. Is it because it's async? Test. It's not because it's async. I'm so lost. Try to clean my cache. Why should I clean my cache? This isn't normal. I shouldn't have to do jack squat for it to work. I put faith in what is a stable release of Next.js. You come on. Clear your cache. What? Are you kidding me? Clear. Come on. Hey now. I thought this was production ready. Fine. Fine. Pretty embarrassing, honestly. Do not like this one bit. Reload. Yeah, re-render. Okay. Password is SIMBA. Sign up. It restarting didn't help. What? I can't believe. Look, I intended to do a nice live stream today, but instead I'm wrestling with Next.js. Let's rmrf.next. Try it now. Gosh, I don't like this. Okay. Cool. You re-rendered. Cheese. Okay, well, what if I and then prevent default alert hi. No, anything? Yeah, it just does not give a single shite. Yeah, does anyone have any suggestions? I don't know. I can't believe we're stuck here. I was not intending to get stuck at all 28 minutes in. The screen didn't freeze. I'm here. Oh shit. The screen totally looks like it froze. It's fine, it's fine. I'm coming. Gosh, yeah, I don't know what to do anymore. Okay, you know what we can do? Wait. This prevent default doesn't work at all, right? What if this whole page becomes a client page? Wow. Um, Page. What's happening? Maybe I go to layout. Can my whole layout be, can my root layout be a client layout? It still doesn't work. What is happening? Time for pages, dear. How about that? Should we go pages, dear? This should be frozen. What's going on? What's going on? Are you streaming? Ah, hey, it's back. Okay, it's back, it's back, it's back. Good. I'm not stuck. I'm sorry if I was. Anyway, I'm doing a pages, dear. Forget this shit. Um, Pages signup.tsx. Move the API route. Goodbye, appDir. You're not ready, basically. Sign up, and then we'll just copy the sign up form from here. Wow. Ah, so much better. Okay, we're back. Can you see everything's fine? Oh, okay, okay. I have an idea. This unfortunately happens way too much. Let me fix it. Sorry about that, everybody. Um, there should be fine now. It should be fine now. Easy to find. Are you? Yeah, I think it's fine. I apologize. I apologize. Gosh. Um, is it working? Good. Thank you, Dev. Appreciate it. Thank you for letting me know it got stuck. This freaking OBS will randomly get stuck once in a while. Anyway, let's get back. So I went from appDir to PagesDir because Next.js hates me, or at least AppDirect hates me anyway. So now this should work. I'm going to keep my eye on the console and sign up. And, well, okay. This is fine because I'm just preventing default, but let's check if it works. Are you real? Save. Ah, you see this? This is working JavaScript. This is oh my god, this is the Next.js I know and love. This is not, oh my gosh. Why was it so broken? Why? It's a stable release. I did not expect it to be that bad. Wild. Leave a comment if I did something wrong or if it's actually that alpha. Gosh. Anyway, um, man, I'm so sorry. If any of our Cillians are watching, I don't mean to throw this much shade, but y'all, this had me like questioning my own sanity, man. Y'all gaslight me with this appDir. Wow, whew, I don't know what the problem was, Vincent. I just switched from appDir to PagesDir. It just works. So problem's probably framework problem. Okay. Um. Anyway, let's get on with this sign up thing. So we're ready. So instead of all of this, I can just go back to the code how it was. Oh, thank God. Okay, save. So now password is hello, and we'll come back here. Sign up. Oh, thank God. Why is my... Ah, look at that. This is so good. Identity created true. Keel just works. Oh, gosh, the difference between Keel and appDir. One works, one doesn't. Anyway, so I should now have my... Let's take a look at my database. I should have an identity. Do I have an identity? Oh, I have two identities. Awesome. Can I delete? This is read only. This is awesome. Okay, so I have this identity. So now when I create this identity, I also need to quickly create a user to associate it, okay? This is good. So let's go back and do exactly that. So I'll just log in again. It should be fine. So I come back here to sign up. Can maybe get rid of this. Go to the API endpoint for create user. And also now that we get the identity, we get the, is this type safe? Ooh, data dot, ooh, awesome. So if new identity dot data dot identity created, then we'll also await client dot queries, or is it's a mutation actually? Oh, create user. Ooh la la. But this is not, is this what I want? Name. Awesome. Let's just do the email for now. Or we'll even do something cool. We'll split. Yeah, look at that. Copilot got me. We don't need any of this though. That's wrong. Perfect. And then in our Keel schema, if I remember correctly, as soon as we create a user, we set the identity. This is perfect. Okay, so let's try this again, and we'll sign up. There's no feedback, but come here. Did I remove the console log? I did. Okay, so now if we go back to Keel, we should see a user in the database. If I maybe, whoa, what's happening? If I reload, okay, that's fine. I don't know why. It's actually my bad, right? Because I didn't include a console log anywhere. Console log this. To be fair, the identity was created. That's probably not what I want to do. Let's try with a different email address. So Tejas at youtube.com. Save. Sign up. Show me. Okay, it looked successful. Let's go back to Keel. So now I should have another identity. Perfect. With a password. And couldn't display the table. Why? This live stream should be called Welcome to Tejas's live stream where everything falls apart. Anyway, so let's come back. Reload. User. Why is there no user? That's not good. Let's console log this, homie. Also, I don't know what's in data, so let's console log that. New identity. Okay, let's try it again. So far, I am failing miserably. Cheese.com. Okay, same drill. We called the API route. Oof, failed. Identity record ID cannot be null. Why did you fail? Oh, because I've got to put an ident. I don't know what I do with this request captain, but I think Keel has some nice monitoring. Let's take a look. Maybe it's in the. Ooh, not bad. Look at that. That's cool. Create user failed, and I have some details. Wow, that's really awesome. A trace all the way to the database. Why you fail? Field identity record ID cannot be null. Should I make it nullable at the schema level? I think so. Boom. Let's try again. Okay. Let's do it and let's commit that saying update schema. Git push. You don't need that long to push. Come on, dude. npx next dev. Okay, I just pushed to main like a mouse because this is a sad project. Okay, so everything looked good. Let's try again. Tejas at moms.com. Password is hello. Sign up. Hey, I'm not authorized to access this action. I got to do permissions, don't I? All right, let's go here. Let's create a permission. And we say, what does it create, right? Yeah, to create, I need to be authenticated. And by authenticated, it means I need to have an identity. This is valid. Okay, so let's go back here. Keel schema, where are you? Where are you? Here we go. Update schema again. Okay, let's push. No, That one. Okay, perfect. How are we doing in the comments section? Just coming to check in. Nobody's saying anything. Why are you not saying anything? Say things. Things. Anyway, are you working? You are. Let's go to Tejas at, let's do dev@clerk.com. We'll sign up. Are you okay? Not authorized. Why, dude? Did my schema deploy correctly? Let's go take a look over here. Builds. It looks fine. It looks totally fine. I've got a permission that says I can create if I'm authenticated. I am authenticated because I authenticate. I have a token. Look, I have a new identity with a token. But then I got to include this token. Okay, it's my bad. No worries. How do I pass a token here? Do I recreate the client this time with, is there a second, what is your signature? Create user input. Okay, but like, yo, how do I give you a token, homie? That's, I guess I have to reinstantiate the client. Can I do something like client dot? If you ask me, once client.authenticate succeeds, it should automatically associate the token. Just saying. This is a, I feel dirty doing this because I know it's an internal method. Whatever. Yeah. Yuck. That feels dirty to me because it starts with an underscore. dev@clerk2.com. Okay. Aha. It worked. Finally. Fantastic. Let's go check. Database. User. Boom. I have dev as a user with no photo URL. Look at that. That's fantastic. We have a user. We have everything. This is awesome. Vincent is good. I like that, Vincent. That's useful comments right here. Is good. Is GD. All right. Nice. So it's, oh, are you, am I, fuck this. I'm frozen again, aren't I? Am I frozen? Oh, I'm not. Perfect. That's good. Good. Just paused my own live stream. Good. So we finally have a sign up. Right. Now what we need is some type of context provider to keep that token in memory. So I think what we have so far is good. Let's move on. But let's clean up some code first. I don't like certain things. So what do we have? We have pages, sign up. Okay. We don't need this anymore. Thank goodness. We how are we doing? Good, I got 30% battery. We can keep going. This is fine. We don't need this console log on the client side. We are using fetch here. We don't use the Keel client on the front end. This all looks very good. Okay. I think we just need to use Tailwind here. So I'm just going to quickly import SCSS, main SCSS. Copilot, man. Fantastic. We'll actually just export default. Okay. So we're using Tailwind now. Let's take a look. Ah, nice. All reset. Dev, stop teaching me how to live stream. Okay? I want to pull up this stream. Just kidding. All right, we got 15 minutes more, so this is fine. Now I want to be logged in, so I need some type of auth context. Let's do components / auth provider dot tsx. TSX? Yes. Auth provider dot tsx. Let's do it. So we'll do const auth context is new. Not new, sorry, create context. I forgot React for a while. Token. empty string. We will export const auth provider is a function that takes children. Oh, I love Copilot so much. Token is what exactly? And this is what we need. So cool. But we need to actually get the token here. So how do we do that? We need to store the token somewhere in the client. So this whole thing is client rendered, first of all. And we need to store the token local storage or cookies. The correct answer is memory. So once you sign up, we then update the context, right? So so it's token, and also we'll do set token. It's a function that returns nothing. Value set token is, and we'll just keep them in state. So token set token is use state of nothing. What is your problem? What is your problem? What? Ah, right, new token. Okay, this is good. And then what we can do here in the sign up page is use the context. So we'll say const set token, use context, auth context, boom. And we shall set, all of this would honestly be way easier if I just use clerk. Saying. But anyway, let's do that. Set token, we are setting it here. So we'll get the response dot then res, let's say res.json. Dot then we get the token and we just set token, just like that. Just like that. So let's go check our API route, make sure this is fine. Res.end with the token. Actually, let's do this. What? Okay, perfect. Let's also return here so we don't double set the res. Perfect. This is good. So we set the with the context, and then the app refreshes. So what we need to do here is wrap our whole thing in the auth provider. Okay. It accepts children as a prop and then does all its things internally. Token is initially empty, but then we set the token anyway. Perfect. This is good. It's totally working. So now in our app, why are we doing it like this? This is entirely a client app, but we can technically also use server-side props, right? Store the token in a cookie kind of vibe. Let's do that. It's way more secure, and then we don't need all this shared context stuff. Let's do that. Sorry, I'm changing the approach. Too much bike shedding on auth, but it's for the sake of posterity. So instead of all of this, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Okay. We get the response, which is just the token. But from the server side, let's go here. What we can do is just set a header. So we'll do res.set header. Oh, perfect. Look at that. See? This is awesome. It's an HTTP only cookie. It's my token. Nobody has access to it. Perfect. Perfect. And then all my subsequent routes can just look at the cookie. So we don't need any of this for now. We'll just keep the code around anyway, but if we go to app, let's remove the context provider. We may need the code later, so I'm going to keep it. Okay. And we'll do this by creating a new file, pages index.tsx, export default function index, return, I don't know why I always go for h1, div hi, you are logged token. Do we want to do token as props? No, because those will be serialized. Authenticated. In or out. And then we'll pass this as props. Export const get server side props async. We'll give this a nice type annotation for us. Actually, we won't do that. Should we? Yeah, let's do it. Server-side props. What do you want? We'll return props are empty. Dude, I'm returning something. This is not void. Great. Take all the time you need. Anyone else have this? Like out of nowhere, VS Code just shows up and what is this? I'm going to build a clerk Keel template this weekend. Awesome, Dev. Good. Ideally you did it before. Anyways, okay, so this is working. So now I need to check my cookies. So you should have something here. Rec console log. Gosh, this looks so bad, but let's try. We have to start somewhere. I am logged in. Am I logged in? What's in my cookies? A lot of nonsense. So I'm totally not logged in. Dot token. What do you want? What did I see on the cookie, on the server side? Some stuff like this. I need to parse these cookies somehow. Parse cookies npm. Yeah, of course it's cookie. Doesn't Vercel have like some cookies package? Anyway, okay. Const stuff. This is definitely a string. Console.log stuff. What do we get? Oh my goodness. Let's do that again. Reload. Nice. So I'm looking for Keel token, but I can't. Ah, this is the server side. Perfect. Stuff.Keel token. And then in my API route, I will set the cookie Keel token. Okay, done. Perfect. So now I should be not logged in. I am logged out. That's accurate. Go sign up. Brother at thou.com. Why not? Sign up. Was that successful? Hey, I got a Keel token. Beautiful. Let's go back to the home page. I am logged in. Look at that. We have auth. See? Didn't take any problem. Didn't take any difficulty. This is great. And also, I should have in my database an actual user with an identity for brother at dow.com. Why? Anyway, if I hard reload, it can display the table suddenly. And I do have brother. This is perfect. So I'm totally logged in. My next step is I should be able to create a conference. But it's been, okay, yeah, Dev, I love your optimism. 52 minutes and we have auth. I love it. It's not my fault. It's app directory. Anyway, okay, we have a home page. What do we want to do? I'm totally logged in. Let's add a button. Create, actually, forget it. Let's just do a form, proper form. Add h1 new conference. This should probably be a component, whatever, we'll factor it out. Label is name, input type is text, placeholder. We don't need a placeholder. So what do we need? We need a name, place. We could do a form generator from a Keel schema. That'd be awesome. But what do conferences have? Name, city, country. Okay, so we'll do city, country. Probably the dates are really important, right? Start date, end date. Input type date. What else? URL? Sure, why not? Website URL. I don't think I'm going to use description. It's kind of annoying. Or photo. I think we'll add that later. In fact, I don't know if we'll even need a photo. But anyway, we should have a form. It's so nice working with the pages directory. I can rely on the beautiful reload. I don't like this layout very much. Let's make it a card. Cards everywhere. What is this? Go away, DevTools. Okay. Let's make this a, and now we get to enjoy Tailwind. Ah, Tailwind. So good. Grid. Oof. You see that? Shadow. Oof. Max. Ooh, fit. Ooh, man. I love you, Tailwind. I love you. Never leave me. Oof. This is incredible. Text 6XL. Ooh, that's too much. 2XL. Perfect. Font semi. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Seriously, Tailwind. Amazing. Placeholder equals Shedrack Akintayo. Oof. Okay, so how do we want to do these inputs? Let's class name is grid gap 2. Perfect. Gap 1 maybe. And then we'll say font XS, text XS. I always mess those up. Text XS. Font bold. Cool. No, I don't want the bold. We'll say here in the individual input, we'll say class name border rounded text base. Look at that. And I don't like this gap at all, actually. We'll say no gap. Oh my goodness. Amazing. So now we just need to make this a reusable component. We'll do that, you know? We're not savages. We'll do form field.tsx, export const form field. Done. Of course, we need props. Label children. This will be a separate component. And then we'll do another component. Boom. Text input. Export const text input. Man, I'm able to move so much faster without that freaking appDir. What a horrible thing I had to experience at the beginning of this live stream. And we'll just do props here. It's just HTML element. No, it's input element. I think that should be fine. Props.place. Oh, yeah, perfect. Actually, let's do this and then just spread the prop. What is your problem? Is it HTML attributes? Ah, nice. Good. So we just replace our things. Form field. Ah, beautiful. We will place this with text input. Beautiful, really. Look at that. And now we can just reuse. Ooh, this is awesome. So instead of label, we'll just do form field. Label equals. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe not. So what we want to do is just replace this, right? Whoa. Or replace this. Ah, perfect. Say form field label equals. Close enough. 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And then we'll replace these with text input. I guess we also need the type. What is your problem? Type doesn't exist on. Of course it does. HTML input element doesn't have a type attribute? Are you kidding me? Clearly does. Look at that. Anyway. Cool, but why is the border not? Oh, shoot, I need to apply the class name. Nice. We have it. Now this grid is pretty ugly, huh? grid gap 4. Okay, I dig it. I dig it. Let's add a button and then we're good. Why? You know what? And type string. Yeah, that's right. I did it. Type is optional. Deal with it. What's happening here? The universe does not want me to have a good stream today. Oh, it froze. Man. Okay, no worries. I can fix it. There. It's fixed. It's fixed. I apologize. Vincent, thank you for sticking around. It's working, it's working, it's working. So now we'll do a button. Finally. We'll say create. Okay. Now we'll turn this into its own component. Call it create conference card form. Const create conference form. Okay, we'll just import our stuff. Looks good, and then we'll import this create conference form. And now we'll bring on the use effect. Just kidding. Return. All right, so now what we need to do is create some more state, const form data, set form data. I wonder if Copilot will pick this up. Come on, Copilot, don't fail me. Oof. 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 Oh, I love Copilot. This is so brilliant. Say type props, or not props, type form data. Oh, this is so good. Copilot is on the money. How's everything? Awesome. Great. Check in on you once in a while. Now let's just bind these things. So I think, oh, nothing's bound. Awesome. Let's just boom, 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 boom. Value is form data dot. You know what? Instead of doing this repetitive stuff, let's just update our fields a little bit. Instead of this, we'll do and these are date. Let's say do the same here. Form field. What is form field? That's okay. We'll define a type. Type string, value string. Oh, look, everyone's happy. So now we'll just map. See, engineering for object dot entries form data dot map. Say label input props. Oof. Nice, 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 nice. And where's so this here we have label and look at that brilliant input props. Work hard, not smart, son. The other way around. You get it. Great, everything's fine. Now what we got to do is just send the request. So we'll say const on submit is a function. It gets a form event, doesn't it, love? It goes form event. What we got to do now is that, but we await fetch API create conference. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, it's not async. All right, let's do this, and then we'll say method post body whatever headers content type. Yeah, cool. We need to share the token with our how you say our thingamabob. I believe that's a technical word. Actually, we don't because cookies are automatically included. So this is fine. This is great. This is perfect. So now we just call the endpoint and then it's good. let's do that. So let's actually give this a prop first on submit. Now let's go, create conference, right? Pages, API, create conference. It's RPC style. Let's go just copy create user and like paste it. What just happened? I was supposed to copy you, homie. Perfect. So now instead of create user, I want to client.create conference. Why? Let's go to the schema. I probably don't have permissions or something, except I do, but there's no operation. Operations, create. Wow, look at that. That's amazing. Name, photo URL. Okay, this looks actually good, but I need some way to associate then me with the conference, because in mine, I didn't just make it, right? I need to say it's mine. I need a junction table. So we'll do model user. Everything good in the comments? Cool. Model user conferences. Fields, literally just 2 foreign keys, right? We have user. Hey, chill. Conference. What can I do with them? As far as I know, I don't want to do anything with them yet, but let's just see here. So after I create the conference, I want to set the conference. What can actually, a conference is independent. Maybe I create a user conference instead, right? So we'll do operations, create. With user and conference, set the user to the context entity. There is no conference context. We don't need this at all. So we'll just create the conference dot name, conference dot, what else? Start date. What is your problem? Maybe add user dot name to the with inputs. No, I don't want to. It's supposed to be just the ID. What? User not found? But it's right. It's my bad. User conferences dot user. It's a small u. Okay, this is good. Dot identity record. Whoa! What's your problem? Maybe add user.name to the with inputs or a set expression. Why? I just make this optional? Whatever. This is happening. All right, so now I create a conference with these fields, and then I assign it to me. This looks good. Okay. Adjust schema. Probably need to push, but also do that Keel thingy where I generate, right? Keel. Won't do that. Okay. Looks good. So now I should be able to go to the API route and use it. Dot create. Dude, I just generated you. What's your problem? Maybe the schema wasn't deployed. Maybe it was problematic. Let's go take a look. Or maybe I don't have permissions. That's another thing I didn't think about. Schema.keel. Permissions, of course. Something is going very wrong. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll permission, we'll create. Okay. Go here. Where are you? We will add permission. Hit push and we'll create the schema again. How does it know where my project is? I guess that's really interesting. I guess it doesn't need to know where my project is, right? Because it just infers from the schema. It doesn't rely on the internet at all. At least it shouldn't. Why can't I create more than a user? Am I regenerating it correctly? Do I just need to go look at it? Create. Yeah, why? What's... I clearly have... Oh, do I... I don't expose it. So many gotchas. Okay, we'll do user conferences. Boom. Schema.keel. Expose junction. Push. Regenerate the schema. Gosh, this is very clunky, isn't it? It's my fault. It's my fault. And so now let's go try. Dot create. Dude, dev, the DSL language server is amazing. I really like it. But anyway, let's go back. Why can't I... Why is it not like user conferences? Look, it's here. Create. Why? Register user for... Oh, it's the name of my operation. Oh, that's amazing, man. Whoa, that's so good. Oof. I love it. And we can even look at this. We can even say body is, what is it? It's register user for conference. And oh my God. Wow. Wow. Property conference is missing. Um, oof. That's so good. We don't need to authenticate here. Get lost. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this. Actually, we do need, nope. We should maybe instantiate the client inside because we have access to the cookies. And we can say something like, we set the headers to be exactly. Wow, that's so brilliant, isn't it? We get rid of so much code. And finally, we can get rid of this. Say res.end. We'll say status 201 because we created something. Wow, this is really powerful, I have to admit. And now we go back to the form and we can just make sure that our form data that we're sending, const payload equals form data, just to make sure our payload is the same type that Keel expects, but it's not. Whoa. URL is declared here, but URL is missing. Look at that. This is brilliant. What is this actually? Okay, so it's just URL. So I can fix this quite easily by changing this to URL. Name, start date, end date, city, country. What else? What's your problem? There are a bunch of form fields. So I need to do some gymnastics to get them to be. This is fine. There's form data object.entries form data map key value, and we map them into key, which is those, and value.value, and then we object.from entries this whole thing. What's your problem now? I think this is fine. You're just being pedantic over here, TypeScript. Let's try it and see what happens. Network. Name. Do I not have on change? I don't have on change. On change equals E, and we set form data to form data, but the key, which is label, is set to e.target.value. Oh, nice, it works. Doha, Qatar, lol. Does it work? 201. Brilliant. Did it work? Anything on the backend side? Failed. User ID cannot be null. Ayyayo. How do I get my user ID? Is this the n+1 problem? Wow, the description of this video is so wrong. I should have maybe fixed that. Gosh, this whole thing. Anyway, whatever. I just noticed. Okay, I need to get my user ID, which cannot be null. Which why didn't it ask me for user ID here when I use the API? User ID can't be null, but you just let that go. Really, Keel? Did I send the right headers? Headers. So the request headers have a cookie. Does it have the Keel token? It does have the Keel token. Okay. Do I get the Keel token here? Yeah, I guess I do, but the error is interesting. It says field user ID cannot be null. Let's check the schema. There's no user ID field here at all. So I don't know what can't be null. Interesting. I don't know if any Keel folks are in the comments, but I'm a little bit stuck here. Field user, this field doesn't even exist as far as I know. Can create if you're authenticated. I am authenticated. I guess we can console log the body, the token. I guess I'm just going to try it again. The body is there. The token is there. Field user ID cannot be null. But it's not even listed in the inputs, man. I don't. And ideally, the user ID is taken from the bear because you know who I am. Any other options I need to give you, client? Literally just endpoint and headers. Headers have the right authorization. Token, maybe a content type? I don't get it. Oh, here we go, Keel team. You can't actually do this. You need to pass in the user you want to set to the API. We're thinking about how to do this kind of thing. Set a field based on the current identity, but it's not supported. Okay. Pass in the user I want to set. Where do I pass it in, John? Pass in the user. Where? Here? It does it accept user? Yeah, what? Is it a schema thing? User dot name. Oh, but these are not unique. They can't be unique. What is unique is the identity record. But I don't have I what? All I have is a token. Do I store the token in the database? How do I in the operation definition in the schema, but like you don't like user. I do .id. Oh my god. Either one use the ID form and none of the oh okay. Maybe I can just do this then. But I don't my client doesn't know the user ID. So then do I need to get the user ID? Okay, you say I need to pass in the user, so this is not an option, apparently. User.id. But I don't know the ID. Nobody knows the ID. I guess this is where we use email or some unique identifier. Okay. Can I get my ID from my does the token contain, let's check if the token contains my ID. Check the claims. Sub, this is probably my ID. So I will hack this. It's very insecure. Don't do what I'm gonna do. .id. So what we'll do is regenerate the thingy. Yeah, I know. User ID const user ID equals are you serious? There we go. You are definitely defined. We atob you, but it's Node.js, right? So we have to do buffer dot from this toString UTF-8. Then we have to JSON dot parse this dot sub. Yuck, disgusting. Okay, let's try again. Gosh, I really wish I didn't have to do that, but whatever. Let's clear the console. What's your problem? Did I miss something with my unexpected token E? Okay, well, JSON.parse may be too much. Let's just start with this. ID. Oh, whoa. We need to. Ah, that's why. Okay. One or more errors found validating request object. What is your error, dude? ID is all of this, so we just need to get the dot sub, and then we're good. Dot sub. Okay, this is going to work, finally. The ID is totally the ID. What do you want? Okay. I'm fairly confident that this is the ID. Let's go check the database just to be sure. Identity. But it's the identity ID, isn't it? Or is it the user ID? It's no one's ID? Is it the token's ID? God. Well, I tried. What is John saying? I could make a my user operation. Sub, yeah, that's awesome. Damn. I tried and failed. Okay, well, where user identity. Okay, so I guess we're doing the n+1 problem, which is okay. I will get the user from here. Now let's go to user operations. Get me where this is a comparison. Where user dot identity record. It's not a unique field. It'll make it unique then, dude. It's an ID. Like, what do you want? Okay. Okay, so now we're going to have to get me. Gosh, this is a bit unexpected. Okay, so anyway, we'll come here. So we'll get the user first. Let's get rid of my massive hack. Const my user equals await client dot get me. What? 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 Ah, let me guess. I need permission to get me, don't I? Yep. Okay. Regenerate. Come now. Get. Mm-hmm. What? What am I missing? I just generate a new client. Get me. What's the name of my operation? It's get me, right? Oh, it's just me. Let's fix that. Okay, let's regenerate the client. Now, come on, get. Oh, hallelujah. Okay, my ID is my user dot data dot. Oh, thank God. What? Why are you complaining? You know, you're definitely defined. Okay, this is it. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. Create. Come on. What are the errors, dude? One or more errors found. What is it? Can you include errors with an array? Validating request object. What is the request object? Is it this? Do I just console log this? Wait. Keel has monitoring built in. Let's come here. What you got for me, Chief? Additional property user is not allowed. Did I commit my schema? I did not. Update schema. This is good. And we will get push. So now you're going to rebuild, right? Someone add a border radius to that. You having a good time? What's going on in the comments? Let me know. I'm almost done. I'm going to wrap up in like 5 minutes. Okay, let's do it. So this is done. Let's try that again. So API is updated. Let's create. Show me. Ah, cool. It exists. Finally. User ID and everything. Okay, so let's now go to here. Database. Conference. Oh, look. I555 exists. And if I go to user conferences, it's assigned. Whoa, fantastic. I'm going to leave it here. I have auth. I can sign up. I can create a conference. That's kind of done. Now I just need to like go ahead and actually make it pretty and also create conferences that I'm actually, oh, my eyebrows are like surprised. Anyway, now I just need to add conferences that I'm actually attending. Then I'll have a, then we'll, you know what we'll do next time? Probably we'll add a list a bunch of conferences. And then I've basically replicated my Notion page. And then, you know, we can add social features. We can like have friends say, oh, I'm going to that too. I'd like to hang out, etc. Anyway, but for now, look, it's Friday. I'm done. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.